Hey folks, welcome to Playing in Traffic. Today, high above Tree Creek is below me. Today, a short, long-form video I'm doing to look, how many people, look, everyone's got to move, right? At some point or another in their lifetime, even if it's maybe once, twice. I wonder, like, just say I'm 57 years old, right? What stays with you for like such a long length of time, right? What are those things that really make the cut? So, like in my situation, this was probably my second move. Honestly, it's probably my second move. Probably about my second move, my third primary residence in my lifetime. 2 times in Philly, and then this time to Georgia. And I do want to document some of them. Being a big wrestling fan, I'm going to document this next item here for sure, because it's probably one of my most treasured sports memorabilia, sports entertainment memorabilia that I own. And I'm about ready to show you and tell you a small story about it. Maybe a couple small stories, we'll see. My room here is under repair as it is, and that's going to take a long time to get this thing up and running. But I've already hung up some things because I will periodically do YouTube shorts and TikTok shorts in the headquarter area, which is right here, which I like to call my office, where I do dial up and do my research for Playing in Traffic videos. And I was like sitting there today going, oh, I wonder what I'm going to do for a video, a long form video, where I'm going to next. And I was like, you know what? I'm going right over here, right in this area right here. This is it right here, right over my right shoulder. This is it, this poster right here. And here is the story behind this poster. Boy, I'm really pretty monotone right now. Wow. Try to do better. I was looking up the year of this, and I think for the most part this is 1980. If you see Bob Backlund was a face, and this was long before Hogan went into the prayers, the vitamins, and the yellow and all that. So I think that was more 84-ish, 83, 84-ish when he was doing that. This here was heel Hogan, and Backlund was a baby face and the world champion, the WWF. I think it was already WWF at this point, because I believe this is 1980 at Wildwood Convention Hall. So all my Wildwood peeps that are into wrestling and Wildwood nostalgia, this poster is authentic. It is not a reproduction. This is an actual poster that after this event happened in 1980, and that would mean I just turned 14. After this event happened, I went to Max Pizza, and I believe it's the Max, not the Max down by Douglas Fudge Pavilion and all that. It was the Max that was more towards Rio Grande Avenue. And I went in there, and that was still hanging on the wall after the show. And I asked the guy, politely asked the guy, could I have it? And he let me have it. And it's been in my possession ever since. So August 31st, 1980, even though I could not find a reference to that on the internet today. But that matchup right there was a 1980 matchup. And I think that matchup started, and I saw that in the Philadelphia Spectrum, Hogan and Backlund. That year, that was April 1980, they had that. So it would make sense that they were carrying that on, especially for the smaller venues. And at the time, pro wrestling would be held at Wildwood Convention Hall 3 to 4 times a summer. And they were pretty smart, because there was a lot of people in town. Obviously, it was seasonal. And They would run about 3 or 4 shows. There was a couple shows. You could see some of them referenced if you do an internet search. Or there's a WWF live event history, and whoever put that page together is did a lot of great work, because they talk about every single show all year long, and you could see there was some Wildwood shows that were you know, 3 or 4 times a year, but there was a couple real clunkers where I was like, they were charging people for, like, I remember one, it was Pedro Morales. The main event was Pedro Morales versus the Black Demon. The Black Demon, I don't even think the Black Demon ever won a match, unless he was wrestling a jobber. That was it. They were not going to give him anything more than that. But anyway, back to the story. So this poster I got from Max Pizza. How many times can you show the poster? Max Pizza. I don't know. I know I got Bob Backlund's autograph. I'm not sure it was from that show. But I do remember waiting after that show to try to get Hulk Hogan's autograph. And at that time, I was really digging what Hogan was doing. I'm a heel fan to begin with. Hence Mikey Heels. Hence my band, The Heels. Yeah, like, and I'm going to tell you something. If you're a true pro wrestling fan, and you get shot down for an autograph from Hulk Hogan in 1980. At the time, it was like, wow, what a jerk he is. But all he was doing was kayfabe. It's all he was doing. And you know what? That's as good. That's even better than an autograph, because I think he told us to get lost. And that was just as good. That was better than an autograph. We didn't realize it at the time. Trying to slide that Wild Samoans in there makes me wonder who. Anyway, was The Rock there? Because Rocky Johnson was on a lot of these bills. There's pictures of The Rock with Rocky Johnson in Wildwood. Other wrestling moments that I had in Wildwood. King Kong Bundy walked out. I worked for 3J's Pizza. That was like a block or so south of Lincoln Avenue. Okay, on the boardwalk, King Kong Bundy came in there one night with his family, and you know what? I really did a great. I was even though I was young, I was a total gentleman. I did not say anything to him. I let him have his moment, even though the whole time I wanted to just mark. Well, I was marking out, but just not making a scene and not bothering him, of course. I remember that was back in like probably 87 or something, 1986, 87 or 88. But yeah, Wildwood was the place, man. And one of the most, outside of, having this poster, and, it's going on, what, it'll be 44 years. The anniversary of this show, 44 years come the end of this month. And one of the things that it's not even this show, Dick Worley, and I know I've done this in other videos, Wildwood videos. Oh, I did it in my Convention Hall video, which I probably should link. I probably should put a link in the description of this video here. Dick Worley actually ran a show that a lot of people freaking talk about, man. A lot of people, and that was probably 87 or 88. I didn't even know it, and I was down there. I was living down there. He ran a show with a bunch of wrestlers that were not WWF wrestlers, but they were icons. Bruiser Brody was one of them. And in that video, I think I posted the picture I have of Bruiser Brody. Over the years, I found a guy that took a picture of him on the Wildwood Boardwalk. Bruiser Brody, Abdul the Butcher was on that bill. And and I've heard many people mention having seen Abdul the Butcher at Wildwood Convention Hall. So that's a pretty big deal, So anyway, while I sit here with my Bray Wyatt shirt on today, I just wanted to share that with everybody. I know I have a lot of wrestling fans. I just recently put out a video about the history of the Atlanta Omni. That was, is now not, and obviously no longer there. It's a State Farm Arena now, but I want to follow that up with some pro wrestling memorabilia. I have a handful of things, not a lot. But I'll tell you what, that poster right there is One of my favorite things, and it's made it all the way to Stone Cold's former city that he's lived in, is where I'm currently at, which is also very ironic. And well, yeah, just leave it at ironic. But yeah, that's it for this video, folks. Not a long one, obviously, but I wanted to share that little piece of memorabilia. Thanks for watching, and look, I'm on my way to 400 subscribers, which, believe me, I'm ecstatic about that. And hopefully keep the videos coming through. All right, folks, have a great day and a lovely tomorrow.